Do you have a sociopathic parent? Whatever you do, be aware of this kind of parent. They don't just discipline you, they dismantle you from the inside out so that they can control your mind and your body to run on chaos. When you can't regulate yourself, they keep power and control over you and your life. As a trained and educated marriage and family therapist, I've counseled so many people for over 15 years who grew up with parents who have sociopathic tendencies. In many cases, these parents also show traits that overlap with narcissistic or borderline personality disorders as well. You've probably heard the word sociopathy. Earlier diagnostic manuals that we as practitioners refer to use terms like sociopathy and psychopathy. Then the field standardized under the DSM, the mental health disorder category of personality disorder, and called this antisocial personality disorder, or ASPD for short. I'm going to read you the clinical definition from the DSM-5 so that you can make your own assessment of your parent and know that this is something that is so dysfunctional in your life. It's a pervasive pattern for disregard and violation for the rights of others, occurring since the age of 15, as indicated by at least 3 or more of the following: failure to conform to social norms with respect to lawful behaviors, with repeated acts that are oftentimes grounds for arrest, believe it or not. Deceitfulness, lying, conning, stealing, profit for their own pleasure, impulsivity or failure to plan ahead, irritability or aggressiveness, and they have a reckless disregard for the safety of others. They show consistent irresponsibility, whether it's at work or financial obligations, and they have a lack of remorse. Clinically, it's important that the person is at least 18 years old and they showed these types of behaviors before the age of 15. That was the textbook side of it. Now what's the reality? For you, it looks like this. It's the root of the system that's underneath your anxiety and depression, possibly rage, from when you were a kid, teen, or an adult. Sociopathic parents, they're nasty, they're mean. Like, you always just have this very bad feeling from them that you don't get from other people, right? As an adult or as a teen or a kid. So as I explain these pieces of what it means to have a sociopathic parent, it's so important to keep those things in mind so that you can form an opinion as a practitioner who knows how to spot that kind of behavior that puts sociopathic people in a category where they diagnosably have a personality disorder, which in and of itself means that they don't think they do anything wrong. And a lot of times, if you do kind of catch them, they pretend like you're the bad guy. They'll pretend like they didn't know that that would hurt you. They'll pretend that they should be talking to you like this, that everybody talks like this. This is one of the most common things. Kind of the flip side of it is that when they go out in public, they don't talk to other people the way they talk to you. They're so nice and so charming, and other people would be so amazed if you tell them, oh yeah, like they manipulate me, or they lied about this thing, or they make it seem this way, or they really put me down, or they're saying all these horrible, mean things to me behind closed doors when there's no witnesses. That is a telltale sign that you're living with somebody who's a bully, who's out to get you and morph you into the person that they want you to be, so that they always have that control over you. And by doing that, they keep you anxious, sad, super angry, super duper angry. And when you're angry, then they sit back and they're like, aha, gotcha. But anybody who is sociopathic like that in your life, especially a parent that is there with you for the first couple of decades of your life, they don't want you to know what real kindness looks like, so that you don't see their downfalls and you don't see how they're manipulating you and how they're using you, whether it's at home, whether it's not having other relationships, whether it's not advancing in your career and in your life. It's always okay to take a step back and say, you know what, you don't deserve that real estate in my mind and my body. You're not worth my time. Life is way too short to try to change a sociopathic parent or to engage with them in a way where you're trying to just maintain some kind of a close relationship where you're getting something positive and healthy out of it. Because you'll know, if you have a sociopathic parent, that just about every time, I would say 95, 98% of the time, when you're around them, you'll feel horrible. You'll feel awful. They have no shortage of ridicule or downplaying. And if you need help, you find a good practitioner, you find a coach, a therapist, somebody else's parent, a teacher, a mentor, somebody at work, even somebody from afar, even a celebrity or somebody that you see, somebody who speaks well, who is kind, who is giving, who is just a very nice person. There's enough good people that you can find somebody else that you can use them as a gauge to say, if I had this problem and I went to that person, well, how would they treat me? How would they talk to me? If I had an issue with them directly and I say, hey, I don't like the thing that you're doing, would they react to me the same way my parent would react to me? Or would they maybe say, oh, you know what? I'm so sorry. I care about you. That's not what I meant. And they can sit and repair with you. They can sit and talk to you about it, and they will take the time because the relationship matters. Maybe me, am I doing something? That's how you know that it's not you, because a person who has a personality disorder will never stop to say, maybe it's me. Maybe I should change. Maybe the way that I'm talking and operating hurts other people. They will never think that. They always think they're fine, they're right, and they know, don't ever doubt, they know exactly what they're doing. So if you feel like you have a parent who's been like this for your lifetime, know that it's okay to step away, know that it's okay to find your true self. And whenever you get stuck moment by moment, rewrite the voice in your head. So if you find that you don't like what you're hearing in your mind, you can line item by line item listen to it. It's a finite number of things. I'm horrible. I can't do it. I'm going to ruin everything. I'll never make it. I don't make enough money. I'm not beautiful enough. I'm not kind enough. I don't have enough friends. I'm not this extra. I mean, that list goes on. Whatever it is that's replaying in your mind, take those and think about it. You can write it down. You can journal about it. You could go, like I said, talk to a practitioner or a friend, or just sit with it. Just sit in silence and replace those line items with who you really want to be, with who you know is the best version of yourself.